Little quick reset there, and we are underway. Count is 0-1 here. We're in the top of the first 0-0 in Colorado. That is a ball outside, 1-1. Let's get that full screen. I don't care how late the game is, I'm not going to be ready ever. All right. And I got one more of these optical illusion beers, so I won't be slurring my words off that one beer. All right. 2-1 count. Donaldson batting second tonight. He takes one outside. 2-2. No, that was called. I had the pitch count wrong. That's 4 now. Donaldson heads over to first. And I think I'm going to bring the stream up. Make sure we're not having any technical issues. I got a message here from A-Bomb. Oh, he's talking about doing highlight packages. Yeah, I need to read up on that. That sounds like a great idea. All right, Freddie Freeman is stepping in. He takes ball one. We got one out. Donaldson on first, top of the first in Colorado. Our stream health is now at okay. I'll take that. There's a high fastball. Freddie Freeman, good eye there. Count is 2-0 now to Freeman with a runner on first. See if we can get something going early. Welcome to Atlanta's first and only play-by-play reaction show. Big swing and a miss on the high gas. 2-1 to Freeman. Home run swing for sure. And with this mile-high air, we could see a high-scoring affair. A lot of the Braves players probably jacked to get one out of the yard. We might even see someone have 2 home runs today. All right, here comes a 2-1 pitch to Freddie Freeman. Big swing and a miss on the changeup. 88 on the radar gun, slowing it down. Slow jams. 2-2. That is hit foul. 2-2. All right, let's. Freeman dig it in. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, another changeup. Freeman strikes out. Wow. You know, you can get away with throwing some changeups like that a little bit, but the players will dial in very quickly. Either way, that is a strikeout. All right, 2 out, top of the first, 1 on, 0-0. Acuna at bat. And another bad reading on the stream health. What's going on there? Acuna takes another changeup. That one is a ball, 1-0. And then I'll tell you more about the Colorado pitcher in a little bit. Acuna fouls that one to the right field stands. Still plenty of sunshine out in Colorado right now. High heat inside. Pushes him off the plate. Count is now 2-1 on that ball to Acuna. Acuna golfs that one deep. It's driven hard and far and gone. Forget about it. 2-run shot. Acuna. Braves up 2-0. Top of the first. No doubt about it. That was hit really high. That's higher than Willie Nelson at a Colorado dispensary. Nice start for the Braves. Yeah, no question about it. .434 feet. That's pretty far. Inside changeup over the plate for a strike. It's a Markakis now. And everyone's talking about Markakis and his training with Chipper Jones. Swing and a miss there on the 94 mile an hour. 0-2 to Markakis. So, you know, they bring in a lot of all-stars and legends into spring training. 0-2 pitch. Outside. Swing is checked. 1-2 to Markakis. So, I wonder how much training and coaching these celebrity coaches are really doing, but from what I understand, Chipper Jones really spending some time with Markakis, and it's paying off apparently. He fouls that one away. 1-2. Bombs away. Acuna, a bomb in the chat box. If you notice any problems, let me know. There's a high pitch. Count is now 2-2 to Markakis. He works the count back. That beard is getting thicker and fuller. He hits that one hard, but to the second baseman who throws him out for the third out to end the top of the first. But the needle and the damage done. Bravos. 2-0 on that bomb. Whew. All right. Okay, in a break. Colorado coming up to bat, and you know, 2 runs in Colorado is like 1 run anywhere else, I guess. So this could just be the beginning of a lot of scoring. Wouldn't it be something if it ended 2-0? I don't think that's going to happen, but we'll see what Julio Teheran can do tonight. He's got a 3.60 ERA, but he is also known for getting in a little bit of trouble. So we're looking to get 5-6 innings out of him. Yeah. All right. I'm glad to have you aboard for tonight's matchup of the Braves and Colorado. Make sure you like and subscribe. Subscribe. Now we are still in a break, and I'm looking at my avatar again, and it's even more out of sync with me than before, and I've found no way to remedy that. So this will be the last night with the scoreboard. But if I could sync myself up to that avatar, I think that'd be pretty sweet. And you know, every now and then I'll watch some OBS videos still, trying to get some more know-how. I was looking at a review of, they have a app for your phone. And one interesting feature of it is it allows you, I believe, to add a donation button without meeting the YouTube requirements. I'm gonna have to look more into that. But you can change your scenes, switch around right from your phone. So that might be a cool tool. And I need to put in an audio delay. You can delay the audio by milliseconds, so I can sync it up with the webcam, because it's... Well, Beth, your PayPal thing is going cha-ching, cha-ching. Oh, another one. People over at treasurehunt.com, treasurehunt.ga right now Bottom of the first is underway. The pitch is a ball. 1-0 is the count to Charlie Blackmon. Coming in, batting .300. On base percentage, .781. That is pretty stout. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. And that is outside. I know A-Bomb is trying to sync up the audio of tonight's broadcast with the game on TV. I appreciate that. Here comes a 2-0 pitch. Tron needs to get one over the plate. They called that a strike. A little generous. 2-1 the count. And quickly into the season, I think I've come to the conclusion, that the laser plate is the way to go. There is a pop-up shallow center field, and Ciarte has it. All right. That is the first out. So I believe we are way behind the actual game. All right. Yeah, that is another aspect. Thanks for the comment, A-Bomb. That's another aspect of us on, even if you have the game on TV, it adds another level. All right, that pitch is going to be inside. The changeup missed the plate. 1-0. Tehran behind again. It's a way to take your fandom to the next level. You've got the chat box. You can ask me questions. We do shout outs. Pitch inside, another changeup off the plate, 2-0. And really, I need to be talking more about who is behind the plate and what is going on with our catching situation. I know we've got Jackson called up. 89 miles an hour over the heart of the plate, hit foul. Tehran is lucky that wasn't smoked. But it's a strike. 2-1. That one is ground back to Tehran. Tehran throws him out. 2 outs. And if you like A-Bomb, if you're watching the game, sync us up with your TV for an inclusive experience. Who's this guy? Nolan or Arenado? Arenado. That's a great name. Nolan or Arenado. Swing and a miss. That was 90. I still haven't seen a big fastball yet tonight from Julio. I'm sure he's just getting warmed up. Usually the fastballs in the third are faster than the fastballs in the first. Pitch outside, 1-1. To Arenado. That one is golfed to the second baseman, who just gets the runner out at first. Could add some wheels, but that is the end of the first. Oh, we got through an inning with no runs in Colorado. That's great. That's great. 2-0, going to a break. Yeah, so let's look at the catching situation. I didn't even have time to check the lineup. Dansby Swanson will be batting next. Dansby comes in just under 400. catcher tonight is Jackson, who was called up from AAA. I have not read an official update on Brian McCann, but the word on the street is that it's not that bad. If true, that would be great. And I don't even know what's the story on our other catcher, Tyler Flowers. I guess with that, he's got a hand injury. What's the story there? We're gonna. I need to do my research before the games, I suppose. No, I'm just seeing a screen that says MLB.TV commercial break in progress. Now I do have a new cable to extend my headset. I can go 6 to 8 feet in any direction, and I think one of the cables came with the headphones might be the cause of that occasional buzzing when you say it sounds like the audio jack. That's exactly what it is. If you hear that, just type buzz or let me know again, and I might have to replace that one cord. All right, we are underway here at the top of the second in Colorado. Dansby fires it hard at the third baseman, but he's able to snag that. That was drilled. Dansby just ripped it, just clobbered that thing. I mean, was this catch? It was probably a very defensive. Yeah, it came right to him. He's lucky. That thing was well hit. So keep an eye on Dansby. He's stroking it. All right, Ender Inciarte, not leading off tonight, is at the plate. Ender hits it hard but foul. I put a link to the stream in a couple of Facebook groups for the Braves. Hopefully some people will come by. There's a change-up high in the strike zone called looking. The 1-2 pitch to Inciarte is fouled back. Still 1-2. Top of the second, 1 out, nobody on. Clinging to a 2-0 lead. What is the Punch Bowl social? That gas is fouled off. Still 1-2 to Inciarte. Well, I've been given some new duties over at work. I am now in charge of the motor pool. Inciarte is going to get that one down to center field for a single. One on, 1 out here. Looked like a changeup. He was able to just, yeah, that was a changeup or a slider or something like that. Not a fastball. He's able to stay back on it. Nice work. I think changeups are the hardest thing to hit. There is a shot to right field that is going to be caught by a guy with an even craftier beer. This guy makes Markakis look like a domestic beer guy. Blackman has the mullet. He's got the beard. Well, he'd have to take his hat off for me to know if it's a mullet. His other job is lumberjack. Yeah, Blackman doesn't look like a craft beer guy. He looks like a whiskey and bourbon guy. Runner on first, 2 out. The pitcher, Julio Teheran, up to the plate. And that is a strike. 0-1 to Julio. And Julio has a beard, but no mustache. And I have never been a fan. And there's a pickoff attempt at first, not in time. I've never been a fan of the, we'll call it the, like the Mohammed beard, or what do you call that? Anyway, the Amish beard. Yeah, not a fan of the Amish beard. Teran fouls back that high fastball. It's now 0-2. I don't know about that look where you have a smooth upper lip and otherwise a regular beard. That I've never noticed or understood the appeal to that. The 0-2 to Julio. He's going to hit that down to the shortstop. Throws out the force at second for the third out. End of the top of the second. Yeah, you can call in. Let me turn Facebook on in case you call. We're not getting much traffic right now. Maybe it'll pick up a little bit. Oops. So anytime I hit the C on the keyboard, it's going to fire the chat box things. I got some shortcut hotkeys set up. Another reason for me to get the app. Then maybe I won't be doing that bullshit. So-and-so's birthday is almost over. Don't forget to show your support by donating to a fundraiser. Yeah, I'm getting tired of those Facebook things that, you know, oh, for my birthday, donate to this. I wasn't going to get you anything anyway, lady. According to A-Bomb, People Magazine has called his stream one of the best YouTube personalities over age 45 alive today. Wow. Congratulations on that notoriety, A-Bomb. I'm Bone Crusher, and, you know, always something for me to look up to. A-Bomb, a beacon of light in the live stream community. We are in a break, coming up to the bottom of the second here in Colorado. In just a moment, the Braves got the early lead. We're up 2-0. Julio Teran, our pitcher tonight. Gotten behind early, but so far no repercussions. Glad to have you aboard. Welcome to the Braves at Colorado. I love these later games in the day. I don't know what it is. The later, the better. Maybe I'll like move to the middle of the Atlantic Ocean just so I can watch the games at the time I want to see it. It does help, you know, I am in a different time zone than Atlanta. I'm an hour behind, so that gives me more time. No, it doesn't. Gives me less time. All right, we're about to get underway here in the bottom of the second in Colorado. And we may get a call in from A-Bomb during the show. He is a regular and the other reaction player in the ATL. We're underway here in the bottom of the second, and that is a changeup for a strike, low but over. 0-1. It's the first time Julio's gotten ahead of a batter so far early in this game. There's a very high pitch for a ball, and I'm a little concerned that Julio's velocity isn't where it's normally at. I don't know what's going on there. He's barely hitting 90. I thought maybe I mistake him for another player. And there is a ball stroked to our third baseman, picks it up off the hop. Donaldson fires it to first for the out, one away in the bottom of the second. No, it was sharply hit, but good stab by Donaldson. I want to see more grounders that aren't hit like that. You know, when they're hitting it that well, sooner or later it's going to all come crashing down. All right. Count is now 1-0 to Chris Iannetta. Iannetta comes in batting .235 with a home run on the season. He's going to get called looking on that strike inside fastball. 1-1 is the count. Julio working quickly here. 1-1 pitch. Just missed the bottom. You know, that's one of those pitches where maybe the laser cam might have called it. 2-1 now. Swing and a miss on the changeup. Here comes a 2-2 pitch to Iannetta. Fouled back. Again, welcome aboard to our coverage of the Braves at Colorado. Make sure you like and subscribe. We bring you a lot of games. We are Atlanta's first and only reaction show. 2-2 pitch from Julio in the dirt. Full count now to Iannetta. Let me take a quick peek in the chat box. Hey, if you want to comment in the chat box, let us know where you're listening. We'll get to that after the end of the inning. It's the bottom of the second here. The Braves are up 2-0. I know I need another reason I need to change that avatar scoreboard I'm using is that the scoreboard that shows the score is actually very small. There's two of them, but I need a bigger scoreboard, bigger fonts. 3-2 pitch, foul back. And that was the first one I've seen over 90 miles an hour on the radar gun. So, good. He's starting to warm up. Starting to loosen up. Julio stares down the home plate, kicks and fires, and that is a strikeout. Change up, the whiff. It looks like a fastball over the plate coming in, and all of a sudden the bottom drops out. That's how it's done, son. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. 2-0 Braves. We got forward in the first. Well, there's a fastball over the plate for a strike. Josh Fuentes at bat, coming in at .333 in the young season. Doesn't have a lot of at-bats yet. Swing and a miss. Fastball got by him. Oh, 0-2 count here. With 2 out, nobody on. Julio steps off the plate. He was working quickly, slowing it down a little bit now. There is a ball, 1-2 to Josh Fuentes. Thanks again for joining us for our coverage of the Braves versus Colorado. We are in the Mile High City tonight, and there is a shot to left field. Acuna gets under it, out number 3. All right, so far so good. Ozzie, Donaldson, Freeman due up next. Nice. Well, let's head over to the chat box. Let's see what people are saying. What's on your mind tonight? Let us know where you're at. Well, nothing new in the chat box, but we got an incoming call from A-Bomb. And we'll give A-Bomb a second to get his microphone, everything set up, and we're talking a little baseball with A-Bomb. I'm really curious about the catching situation for the Braves.
And yeah, I should be not sounding like a speakerphone this time.
Glad to have you aboard, A-Bomb. What's going on tonight, bro? What you doing, man?
Thanks for having me in. Yeah, that inning just ended, and so I thought I'd give you a call. Appreciate you, by the way, mentioning my People Magazine distinction of one of the best and most interesting live reaction guys over the age of 45.
That is amazing. How did that all come about?
Well, I guess they just kind of heard, one of my shows. They asked me a few questions, and next thing you know, I'm on their list. And then I'm actually on two lists at the same time. I'm on another one. I want to let you know that Internet Talkers magazine says I'm one of the top 200 live reaction shows to check out in the year 2019.
Man.
So I'm on two separate lists. Yeah, Internet Talkers magazine. Once again, I'm one of the top 200 live reaction shows to check out this year.
Well, congratulations on that achievement and continued success. What a great genre. What a great time to be getting on the ground floor on this. And we are back here in Colorado as the top of the third is underway, and that is a strike to Ozzie Albies. And he fouls that one. So 0-2 now. Yeah, you were probably synced up with the YouTube me, which is delayed from the me, the phone me sound.
Okay. All right, well, have you noticed this funky delivery by this Colorado pitcher? It's like he kind of freezes in the middle of his windup. Check this out.
Yeah. There's a shot to the shortstop who throws him out at first. One away here. Yeah, if he delayed that anymore, it'd be a balk.
Right. It's really deceiving as it is. I'm not sure it shouldn't be a balk already.
That is a good eye. Good eye. That that kind of insightful discussion is what A-Bomb brings to the table here every single day. Donaldson's coming up with one out, top of the third.
That's outside. That's ball one. So if you don't mind, I'm going to step in, do a little bit of play-by-play, if you don't mind, for this one at bat. And so here's the 1-0 pitch to Donaldson. It's a little bit high. It's 2-0. And we've also got the NCAA championship going on tonight.
Ooh.
From Minneapolis, and that game is about 3 minutes away from tip-off.
Wow.
As we now have ball 3 to Donaldson. But as soon as I hang up, or after I hang up, I'll still post a update every so often on that basketball game.
Appreciate that. We got Texas Tech won in the Final Four, right? It's Texas Tech and Virginia. Is that right?
It is. That's exactly right. And then Donaldson had the green light on 3-0, and he fouled it away. It's 3-1.
Oof. The dinner bell tolls for thee.
Okay. Sounds good.
I know. What are we having tonight?
And there's strike 2 to Donaldson.
Sounds delicious.
I heard a little bit of that. What was the protein?
Ground pork.
Nice. And then Donaldson takes ball 4 on the payoff pitch, so he's on first with One out, and that's Freddie Freeman up next.
Dish is called grounding. Now, you don't... most Americans eat ground beef. You give American a ground pork, they're not going to know what to do with it sometimes.
Yeah, that would be a little confusing, but I guess you could make a hamburger out of it or something, but it would be kind of odd.
Ground pork
it's 0-1 on Freddie Freeman, by the way. He swung on and missed on first pitch to him. He's up there with a 4.06 average. And it's strike two after that foul.
How is Freddie Freeman able to keep a 400 average and hit so well? You see the shift on him so much. He pulls it so often.
Yeah, you're right. Sometimes he'll go the other way with it. Let's see if he does that here.
He had an opposite field home run. Was it yesterday?
He did. And that pitch is a little bit outside. It's 1-2 on Freeman with a runner on first and one out. And there's a base hit. It got right between two guys. I mean, barely squeezed in there. Did you see that?
Nice. Split the infielders.
God, barely. I mean, both guys were right on it.
Which reminds me, I've got a base hit graphic. There it is. Nice.
Pitcher had a duck out of the way, and the second baseman just missed the backhand opportunity on that.
It almost took the pitcher's head off.
And here is Acuna, 2-run blast the last time up.
Wow, let's see if we can do that again. Good eye, good eye. His last home run was a rocket, 430 feet.
Right, and his also went the opposite way to right field. And here it is. They're going to show it replay. And that ball, it was not a bad pitch. It was actually a pretty damn good pitch. He just went out there and got it.
He gives a sign of the cross as he crosses home plate.
As many of our Hispanic players do. A lot of Roman Catholic Latinos out there.
Got a real good hitters count now, 2-1. See if he sits on the fastball.
Almost hit him. In fact, I think it got his uniform, possibly. Looks like he's making his way to first base on a hit by pitch. Let's check that replay. I didn't see it, but maybe it grabbed that armor. He's wearing it like body armor that's probably a couple inches thick.
A little chin music that hit him. Bases loaded. Great opportunity with one out for the Braves to, and you need a lot of runs in Colorado.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. No lead is safe in this ballpark. And so it's Markakis up there with bases jammed and one out.
Pitcher and catcher cannot get on the same page.
And so here comes the pitch. Oh, this one is lofted, and that one drops in to left field. 1 run scores. And base loaded now with the Braves up by 3. RBI for Markakis. And Donaldson scored the run.
Well, Markakis just stayed with that pitch and put it up and over the infield and dropped it in just the right place. It was a little the opposite way. Beautiful.
Absolutely. And I can't remember if we've had this conversation on air, but did you play Little League Baseball?
I did not.
I didn't think so. That's what I thought. I
Yeah.
did play, and we'll talk about that.
A lot of players would have been thinking Grand Slam there.
And the Braves are now up 4-0. Okay, so 2 runs scored there. Hot damn. And it's Dansby Swanson up there with an 0-1 count. He's 0 for 1 on the night.
Lieutenant Dan at the plate. He's digging in.
Uh-oh, is this one going to fall in?
Blooper.
It does not.
Oh.
So we've got 2 outs. But yeah, I played Little League Baseball. I played in the pitching machine league, however. It was kind of like this white tire. I don't know if you ever saw that. It was kind of like this tire looking thing. And, somebody had to go up there and feed the balls into it. And they weren't even real baseballs. They were the same size as a baseball, but they were like a softball, a soft baseball.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know if they still make those, but that's what it was back then.
Safety ball.
And so here's Ender Enciarte up there with 2 outs. And strike 1. And the Braves have a 4-run lead. That's still not enough. I mean, you just got to be greedy when you're playing in Colorado.
I didn't play Little League. I tried out in 9th grade, and the very last day of tryouts, I had a fever, 104-degree fever, something like that. Made some bad plays, and then I'll tell you what happened the day after that.
Oh, no.
After this pitch.
Sorry to hear that.
And he steps off the bag. So that was supposed to be the last day of tryouts. So the coach said, well, we're going to have one more day. And I was so sick I didn't even come to school the next day. Did not make the team.
Damn. Well, it sounds like you were almost there. And the 0-1 pitch to Ender Enciarte is a little bit low. It's now 1-1 with 2 outs.
It has haunted me all these years, but my vindication is going to be getting that home run on my bucket list done.
All right. Yes. What about that field behind where Steve used to live over in that apartment? Did you ever play any ball over there?
Oh, yeah. That was a small field, though.
Did you get a home run over there?
Many, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, well, that helps.
Yeah, I know what it looks like. Not a big field. I don't remember how deep that was, but yeah, you would lose a lot of balls out there because it didn't take much. But that was great. He had a baseball field at his apartment complex.
Your apartment, I know. That's great. That was a pretty cool pad. And it's now a 1-2 count on Ender Enciarte with with 2 outs and the runners on first and second. The Braves are already scored 2 runs in the top of the third. And here comes that 1-2 pitch. It's 2-2 now.
I'd say Enciarte is due.
And this pitcher, Freeland, is really working. He's already thrown 58 pitches, and we're not through 3 innings yet. So that's good. Now he fakes a throw back to second base. Everybody's safe.
You got to get up pretty early in the morning to pick off Ender.
And check out that oven mitt that Acuna's wearing.
He's got a ham in the oven he has to tend to after this play.
That's huge, man. Jeez. And by the way, it's now a 3-2 count to Ender, so the runners on first and second will get a head start.
A single can score us. One of the few Braves players without a full-ass beard.
And 3-2 pitch is fouled away. We'll do it again. This is the 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
Trying to check out those girls in the front row there. See if they're even paying attention.
Damn, and he steps off again. This dude just is too concerned. You know, you can't be that concerned about the runner on second base.
I think he's just stalling. He doesn't know what to do.
And so here we go with the 3-2, and it's fouled away, and we'll do it again. That was pitch number 8 in the at-bat. Number 9 is coming up next.
Braves with an opportunity to blow this thing open. 2 on, 2 out. Top of the third, full count.
And they're wearing out this pitcher. At least NCRT is on this 9-pitch at-bat.
Looking for a fastball inside here.
And bases are now loaded. Ball 4.
That was more of a change-up. Just miss. I don't know. You could have called it either way. That, in my book, that's too close to call if I'm the batter. But it worked out for us. Bases jammed.
Yeah, that could have been called a strike, absolutely. And so who is up to bat now? Okay, it's Jackson, Alex Jackson, in his second day in the big leagues.
Not known for his offensive prowess. He is more of a defensive catcher. So any base hit he can get, any production is really gravy.
Yep, he's looking for his first big league hit, and it's 0-1 right now.
Yeah, there is too much judgment calls that could go either way with the current system. That's why we need the laser cam.
Right. And this one is just foul.
Ooh.
0-2 now on Jackson.
Getting his
that
timing
pitch came
down.
up there. I'm sorry, that's pitch number 64 for Freeland. And wow, he's got his own personalized body armor thing on his left arm. It says Alex Jackson on the back of that.
Mr. Jackson, if you're nasty.
All right, here comes the 0-2 with the bases loaded and 2 outs. And we'll do it again. That's a foul. Out of play.
I'll grab a plate after the inning.
And we're just underway in the basketball championship game. We're not just underway. We're about 5 minutes into it, and it's only a 3-2 score. You got to be kidding. That looks like a baseball game. And that was the problem. These two teams neither one of them are known for their offense. That's pitiful. They played over 5 minutes, and now it's a 4-3 score in the basketball game. And it's 1-2 to Jackson here with the bases loaded. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. It is called strike 3. So the Braves leave them loaded, but they do put up 2 runs, and it's 4-0 in the middle of the third. And I appreciate Crusher letting me on the show. And A-Bomb is out.
All right, thanks for calling in, A-Bomb. Always a treat when one of the top 200 live broadcast reaction guys in the business calls into the show. He's a pro. All right, well, the Braves are up now. We got a 4-0 lead and going to the bottom of the third. We'll be right back. we're back. All right. Julio Teheran is our pitcher tonight. If you're just joining us, we are in the bottom of the third. The Braves out to a quick early lead, 4-0 over Colorado. The pitch count now 1-1, nobody out. Bottom of the third. There is a pop-off to left field. Acuna has that. One away. All right. Tonight we're having some delicious ground pork on a bed of rice. Look at that. A little bit of carrot in there, some other vegetables, peas, corn, and potato. Don't forget the tater. I like the tater. 0-1. Count is now 1-2. And that national championship game may be interfering with our ratings tonight. It sounds like a good rationalization. There's a pop-up to right center field for out number 2. Julio off to a good start. Like to see that. The 1-0 pitch. I think they're pitchers at bat right now. So we could look and go 1, 2, 3 here in the bottom of the third. And a ball inexplicably. Two and 0 to their pitcher. Fouled back. 2-1. Three and 1. It should not be this hard to get their pitcher out. Gotta just be thinking, throw a heater right down the pipe. Ball 4. Unbelievable. You cannot. Well, I don't need to lecture you guys on not walking the pitcher. So that's what Julio has just done. So there is one on for Colorado here in the bottom of the third. 2 outs. And Charlie Blackmon, the lumberjack beard, the connoisseur beard, that thing is unruly. Otherwise, Julio has had an okay game. He hasn't given up any runs yet. He's gotten behind a little bit. That pitch is hit hard, but right at our shortstop, Dansby Swanson. And man, great stab there for out number 3. And we'll be going to the top of the 4th already in Colorado. The Braves are up 4-0. And we'll be right back for the 4th inning next. We are back in Colorado. Tonight's coverage sponsored by treasurehunt.ga. We've got some brand new Colorado Rockies armbands in. We'll tell you how to get those a little later on. All right, our pitcher is going to be batting now. We walk their pitcher. Let's see if Julio can get on base. He's showing bunt. He takes that for a ball. It is 1-0. There's a strike to Julio. 1-1. Julio tries to hit that one hard, but fouls it back. That herky-jerky delivery. Julio hits it hard with a shortstop who throws him out at first. Got good contact. Yeah, A-Bomb mentioned earlier that this guy's Kyle Freeland, his delivery is almost a balk. The way he pauses there. Top of the 4th, the Braves are up by 4 in Colorado. There is 1 out, and Ozzie Albies is going to step in. Ozzie takes a changeup outside. 1-0. He's 0 for 2 tonight. The lineup is a little bit different tonight, starting to line for the Braves because they have a left-handed pitcher in Kyle Freeland tonight. Let's hit to the third baseman who throws Ozzie out at first. 2 out. Let us know where you're listening at. Glad to have you aboard. Make sure you chime in over the chat box. We got our moderator A-Bomb working the chat box. He's going to have an update for us on the NCAA championship game tonight. It's underway with Virginia and Texas Tech. But first and foremost, we're Braves fans. Josh Donaldson, he's got 2 walks tonight and 2 runs. He hits that hard and deep to right field to the warning track, and Blackman is able to catch that. He corrals it for out number 3. Donaldson gave it a ride. Well, that is that take us to the bottom of the 4th. Why don't we head down to the chat box and see what you guys are talking about, brah? All right. Oh, our audio sounded great, according to A-Bomb, who, if you just joined us, A-Bomb was calling in the show earlier. We could have possibly been in the same room. Hey, I like it when things work the way they're supposed to. And A-Bomb also says, here's a little localism. If you're listening in Colorado, Shane Company is big in Denver. The diamond jeweler. Now you have an enemy in the diamond business. I'm Tom Shane, and our blood diamonds come straight from South Africa. We pass the savings on to you. Now you have an enemy in the diamond business, the Shane Company. Yeah, the guy that does those tags, I don't think I've ever heard him on anything else ever except the Shane Company tags. We're off to a pretty good start here in Colorado, and the fact that we haven't given up any runs yet is great. 4 hits, 4 runs for the Braves, no errors, no hits, no runs, no errors for Colorado as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Nolan Arenado will be batting off, will be leading off. And make sure you check out SmackDown Live if you're a big wrestling fan this fall on Fox. I've noticed some of the play-by-play reaction guys actually do wrestling. I quit watching wrestling when I was like 13. All right, we are here now, bottom of the 4th in Colorado. And Julio throws that one down low, 1-0. Yeah, I do see some signs there at Coors Field for the Shane Company. I'm Tom Shane, and our blood diamonds come straight from South Africa. I need to do some parody commercials of the Shane Company. All right, the 1-1 pitch coming up. It's going to be hit to our second baseman, who dives for it and throws him out at first. Ozzy Albies with a nice defensive play there. He lays out. He's playing a bit back there at second. He was in the outfield when he caught that. All right, 1 away. Good, good, good. So far, 10 Colorado batters have come to plate and 10 have gone down. No, scratch that, because we gave up a walk to the pitcher. 1-0 count now. Who's at bat here? Oh, it's still Arendo. There is a hard hit ball to left field, but Acuna gets under that one. Bit of a line drive, but no problem. Yeah, those line drive, if you're playing the outfield and you get a line drive at you, you are gonna. Those are harder, of course, than the pop flies. Now, I did play. We had like a PE class or a weightlifting class, and we'd always take a day off and do legs, or sometimes we'd go play football instead, or we'd play some softball. So I always enjoyed that. I made some great plays and some not so great plays. 0-1 is the count to Slory. Outside, 1-1. And I want to thank Beth for letting me use the office chair during the game. Normally I have to sit in the kitchen chair because I'm at the kitchen table, but got the office furniture now. That is much better on my back. 1-1 pitch. That is a 76-mile-an-hour changeup inside, fouled back. 1-2 to Story, not Slory. It's Trevor Story. The 1-2 pitch is some chin music inside. That gets Story off the plate. That backs him up a bit. What is that sound? Guess it's the wind. Almost sounds like a cat stuck in a pantry. 2-2 pitch here to Story. Outside, full count. Oh yeah, Bomb. We did play some ball out there in Athens. Yeah, man. That's some good exercise. That's some good fun. I wrecked my arm. But at one point, I had to throw an underhand. My shoulder was hurting so bad from all the pitching. But manned up and took care of business. Yeah, and I would go side-armed. I would go submarine time to time. Submarine pitchers don't tear up the rotator cuff as much. We got a full count here to Story. 2 out. Bottom of the 4th. Braves up 4-0. Julio steps off the bag. I probably shouldn't hit the rocking chair. That's might be kind of noisy. Ball 4. That is too bad. I think Julio is lucky at this point to be up 4-0. He's not pitching bad, but not great. But if you can get through the not so great innings unscathed, then you kind of get your momentum and your mojo back. You're gonna be in store. That's how you win the games. That's how you get shutouts. There's a grounder back to the pitchers and throw them out. Most time you're not going to be on your game and be totally badass for 9 innings. All right. I am the Bone Crusher. We got A-Bomb, the moderator in the chat box. Let us know where you're listening from. We had a call from a listener in South Georgia earlier. Michael B. was driving through a foggy swampland. Couldn't get the game anywhere else. But he had just enough bars on his phone to get us. And that's what we're here for. We're also supplemental coverage if you're watching it on TV. Go ahead and sync us up with your TV like A-Bomb does. Maybe you're a radio fan. You listen to the game on the radio, but you're tired of Don Sutton being completely unpassionate about the Braves. So there's 3 reasons right there. I will be right back with the top of the 5th. is at the bat. Pretty fouls that one. 0-1. He has had a run in the game today. Slider outside, 1-1. Oh, Durr is here. Hey, Durr. Freeman is going to hit that one to the shortstop. Throws him out at first, out number 1. Acuna steps in. Takes a fastball high. 1-0. Braves got the hot sticks tonight. They've had some hot sticks for a while, and there is a single. All right. Acuna on base. That was an inside pitch fastball that he handled that one for the long single. All right, Nick Markakis with the gay porn beard steps in right down the pipe. That's a fastball. Right down Cherry Street. If we were making it be Cherry Street. I don't know what the big, street is in Denver. Right down First Street. He's going to throw that over to first, not in time. And if the Braves score in this inning, everyone wins a free marijuana joint, a free reefer from Dispensaries of Denver. And Markakis gets that one through for a single to right field. Acuna is going to try to stretch that, and he does. Runners on the corner. Serious hustle. It wasn't even close, but I thought it'd been a lot closer. And if I was a third base coach, I probably would not have signaled him over. Okay, 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Braves with another chance to do some damage. Check out the box score for the Rockies on your screen. Yeah, I didn't want to say anything till after the 5th. But you're right, A-Bomb. There is a no-hitter for the Braves, if that's what you're talking about. So far. I guess we can I usually wait, I guess, till after the 5th. But I noticed that. So, kudos to Julio Teheran working on a no-hitter after 4 innings pitched. But the Braves are up now. Looking to stretch this lead. We got 4. And you need a lot when you play in Colorado. Freeland looks in, kicks and fires, and that one is drilled deep, straight away, center field, off the wall. A run is coming across. Swanson is going to head over to third, slides in safely. Lieutenant Dan at the corner. There is an RBI. second run actually scored on that. Ooh. That was probably hit about 410 feet, right, landing right in front of the 415 sign. Swanson turned that into a triple. I didn't think he'd be able to get a triple on that. I got a little confused. That's amazing. I mean, the outfielder really didn't have any problems handling the ball. He got it back pretty cleanly. Don't usually see a triple there. My bad. I am not anywhere close to breaking that top 200 list of reaction streamers. 0-2 now to Inciarte, who fouls that off. Jam job, swing and a miss. That's going to strike out Inciarte. 2 outs now in the top of the 5th. Braves up 6-0. Great news, Braves fans. Their pitcher Freeland still in the game, though. This will, I would presume, to be his last inning. And there's an intentional walk. Now, the intentional walk is, I think this is the first year, maybe they did it last year, I just don't remember, where you don't have to throw the 4 pitches anymore. And every now and then, when you made them throw 4 pitches, there would be a mistake. That pitch is thrown into the dirt. It gets away from the catcher, and Swanson crosses the plate on the errant pitch. 7-0 Braves. You know, it's throws like that is why. I mean, I want to speed up the game any way possible, but I think we need to keep throwing those 4 balls because someone's going to throw it in the dirt. Actually bounced off the catcher's ankle there. He may have been looking for a curveball. It was a fastball kind of thing. Big cut from Julio and a miss. 1-1 to Julio. That is going to be an error on the Rockies. Actually, I've not seen an error come up for that. So the Braves have 7 runs on 7 hits. Top of the 5th. Runner on second. Julio hits that hard to the third baseman, who throws him out at first. Well, that will end the top of the 5th. And all is good. The Braves have a commanding 7-0 lead. All right, we got more from Colorado. We'll be back in 2-2.
Pete Rose and the Philadelphia Phillies take on the Atlanta Braves Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock Eastern Time. Catch all the hits on your Super Sports station,
And we're back. I'm Dirty Dan, the Garbage Man. Tonight's play-by-play reaction brought to you by treasurehunt.ga. Click on Sports Fans. You like that retro Braves there from the 80s? We saw Dale Murphy, Bob Horner, and those guys. It's too bad Dale Murphy didn't have more or any championships. I guess they had that division title in, what, 82? Was Murph playing then? And down in the chat box, Abom talking about the oven mitt the players are wearing tonight. Maybe, is it cold in Colorado tonight? Maybe they're just trying to keep their hand warm, their throwing hand warm. Yeah, they're in Denver, Colorado tonight, and we've noticed some of the players, while on base, will have like an oven mitt on their hand. Of course, they can't bat with an oven mitt. Is that for protection, for warmth, or is someone got a ham in the oven? All right, Julio is staying in the game, bottom of the fifth, and that ball is hit just out of the reach of the pitcher for a single to center. So Rockies got a hit. That's going to break up the no-hitter. And that's why I don't usually call no-hitters till after the fifth. I don't know if that comes from the Jinx playbook. I know they would give Skip Carey a really hard time because he would start saying that stuff about the no-hitters, and there's some superstition there. And all right, well, he doesn't have to worry about that anymore, at least. That ball is hit hard to left field, to the wall. We're going to have runners on third and second. And Julio Teheran in trouble. Nobody out. 2 on. Bottom of the fifth. At least we have a 7-run lead to work with. That pitch was just over the plate on the inside, but whoever the hell that was able to pull it. Now Colorado has their bullpen up. I don't know if we do. I guess those big-ass unruly lumberjack beards are in this year because so many of the players on the team have those redonkulous beards. I mean, how much maintenance and upkeep is required for a beard? I don't know. I've never even tried to grow a Fu Manchu. Pitch outside. The 1-0 pitch. That is going to be hit to shallow center field. Inciarte is able to catch it. Runner tags and scores. 7-1. We'll take the out. We're just happy to get the effing out. Well, we know playing in Colorado, we're not going to shut them out. We're not going to hold them all game long. So if we can just get out of here with minimal damage, it's still a success. Certainly 1 run in the fifth in Colorado isn't bad. They throw to third, make sure the runner touch the base, but the ump says safe. Interesting that you would think that if the runner missed the base, that they wouldn't give him the run. The fact that we have to call that out, that the defense has to see them do that. And there is a hit deep to left field, way out of here, deep into the Denver sky. That was higher than the marijuana dispensary on 3rd Street. 7-3. Colorado 2-run blast. Still just 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. If our bullpen wasn't up before, they're probably up now. I mean, no doubt about that. That was right in the wheelhouse, right in the meat of the zone. That sucks. It was this day, 45 years ago, that Hank Aaron hit his historic home run, thanks to the factoid from A-Bomb. Narcissa Loopscoo in the chat box says, "This is slow." The game was moving by pretty quickly. It has slowed way down here. Bottom of the 5th. 1 out, nobody on. Colorado just had a 2-run blast. They also had a sac fly this inning. The fastball inside for a strike. 2-2 now. Two pitch is not called a strike, but laser cam showed that it was. Yeah, umps don't like to call the high strikes. You know, we all know what the textbook strike zone's supposed to be to your underarm, basically. Chest high, but that is rarely called. That is low. Ball 4. Julio shows some frustration. I don't blame you, Brock. Pitching coach coming out to talk to Julio. You know, they want him to get the win, I'm sure. But if he gives up, makes one more mistake, gives up one more hit, they're going to pull him, I'm sure. Let's just get the double play, Julio, and you get your W tonight. Okay. Just went up there to calm him down. They know he's frustrated. Go out there and talk to him. Give him time to clear the mechanism. All right. Oh, okay. We got some new merchandise just added to treasurehunt.ga. Colorado Rockies wristband, also called a fan band. We'll check that out at the end of the 5th. All right. Julio with a ball. Falls behind 1-0 to Tapia. Raimel Tapia. Sure, I'm mispronouncing that. There's a fastball down the pipe. 1-1. Yeah, Snickers got his jacket on. It must be kind of cold. That's probably what that oven mitt's all about. is really not a great time to work on your roast beef recipe. Shouldn't be in the kitchen if you're working tonight as a Braves player. All right, runner on first for Colorado. Swung on and hit foul. It's going to be 1 and 2 to the Rockies. There's one out here in the bottom of the fifth. Yeah, the batter's going to step out of the batting box and kick off some dirt from Mr. Cleats with his bat. He taps the base a couple times, signaling that he's ready for the 1-2. That ball is low, but the Tapia swings at that and misses. Strikeout. All right, Julio with the K. That was a slider virtually in the dirt, but a strikeout. Arenado in now with 2 outs in the bottom of the fifth. That is fouled back, 0-1. Now I'm going to test out my new extension cord and get up out of that chair. I like it. Oh, and there is a hit to center field that drops in. No way Inciarte could dive for that. So 2 out, 2 on. Braves up by 4. Bottom of the fifth. We don't stop them now. Colorado on the verge of getting back in this. And 4 runs in Colorado, you know what? You're not out of it ever. Even if it's the 9th inning, you always have a chance in Colorado. Nice Stormy coming in. Julio still in the game. They have not pulled him. They're giving him every chance to win this. It is foul back 0-1 to Stormy. Adjust the camera so I fit in the box when I'm standing up. Let's make a little camera adjustment here. All right. I'm still standing after all these years. All right, the new stand-up show. 0-1 pitch. That is hit high and hard and deep to the wall. Oh, it is gone. Inciarte tries to climb the wall for that one and just nagging that. 3-run blast by the Rockies. 7-6 now. Just like that, the Rockies have come out and unleashed hot urine on the Braves here in the fifth. And that has got to be it for Julio. They got to go ahead and pull him now. That was a high. I don't know if that was a fastball or a slider maybe, but that was... Oh, Inciarte made a great effort. That would have been a highlight on ESPN for sure if he had made that. That would have been on his career highlights if he had made that snag. He looked kind of like Marquise Grissom climbing the wall. Little Otis Nixon. Shit. Julio still in the game. Iannetta coming to bat for 2. Apparently the only home run Julio has ever given up at Coors Field. There is a strike. 1-1 to Iannetta. If you're just joining us, the Rockies have exploded hot urine all over the Braves in the bottom of the 5th, but yet we cling to a 1-run lead. We've got a arena football score up on the screen right now. All right, 2-1 pitch. Nice strike there on the changeup, 2-2. Julio is still up for the win if he can get out of this without giving up another run. Not how you want to get those W's, but... And while you're away, Bomb, I've adjusted the camera so I can be a little more mobile. I've got my new extension cables here. Gives me an extra 8 feet or so, maybe 10 feet. So that's nice. Not anybody wants to see me stand way over here, but what up? What up? What up? Not that anybody wants to see me at all. Right, well. Not a lot of action in the chat box. Everyone watching that big NCAA championship game. That is hit hard to right field and just foul. It's 2-2. Oh no. Oh no, I'm breaking stuff too. All right. Two pitch. Strike 3. And mercifully, the inning comes to an end. Wow, we gave up a 3-run homer. Okay, Braves still up by 1. That is the good news. We blew a 7-run lead, but still almost blew it. We'll be back for the 6th. Next. Hey. And we're back. Play-by-play reaction sponsored by TreasureHunt.ga. If we get some people in here, I'll show off some of the new merchandise we just got in. Right now, it's just me and A-Bomb. Man, check out the effing beard on this. It's got a bird's nest. Yeah, you're right, Beth. All right, there is the pitch, and our batter falls down. Ozzy Albies slow to get up. He's just taking his time, or is he hurt? I guess he's got to gather himself. That may have gone off his leg. Yeah, all right, bounced right off his foot. Ouch. Ooh. Eee. We need some hydrocodone for that. He's still walking it off. I think I definitely need a different scoreboard, so we'll be introducing a new scoreboard next game. I mean, you can barely even see what the score is with this thing. Alright, Ozzy sticks it out, toughens up. That pitch is inside, almost hits him. 1-1 from Redonkulous Beard Guy. He's like, man, everyone else has a really big beard. Watch this. That is hit to the first baseman, who steps on the bag to tag him out. I mean, that beard says, no, I don't drink craft beer. I don't drink beer. I don't drink whiskey. I drink unpasteurized milk. I drink raw goat's milk. That's what that beard says. Well, I think your boy Mullet Man got a haircut, or he's got his mullet tucked inside his batting helmet. Fastball for a strike. 0-1 to Mullet Man. Well, if you're just joining us, the Braves gave up 6 runs last inning and cling to a 7-6 lead. Donaldson in, tries to check his swing, and first base ump is going to ring him up. 0-2 to Donaldson. And their pitcher is DJ Johnson, Mr. Raw goat milk drinking guy. He doesn't believe in vaccines either. That is a very high strike inside. 1-2 to Donaldson. Yeah, I still can't tell if he got a haircut or he's just got his mullet tucked in the helmet. I think he's just got his mullet tucked up in there. 1-2 pitch to Donaldson. That's a softly hit, but splits the infielders for a single. Wow, that's just the right spot. You'll like to see a few of those. I mean, that was just a routine ground ball that just found just the right spot. So we got 1 on, 1 out here in the top of the 6th. The Braves up by 1, and Freeman stoically enters the plate. His eyes look locked in. He looks focused. Raw goat milk guy kicks and fires 93 miles an hour for a ball just off the plate inside. 1-0. You know they've got the shift on Freeman. And he's going to take that pitch, hit it to the first baseman. They're going to try to turn 2, and they do. That'll end the top of the 6th. We've got some cats meowing. Oh, is that one of the neighbor's cats coming over for dinner? I am Bone Crusher Wilson. Welcome aboard. We'll have more from Denver. This. And make sure you head over to treasurehunt.ga and click on Sports Fans. We have some Colorado Rockies fan bands or wristbands with the Colorado Rockies logo emblazoned upon them. Cool swag at treasurehunt.ga. And that pitch is over for a strike. We do have a new pitcher in the game for us now. Luke Jackson is pitching. Pat Valleca at bat for the Rockies. Count is 0-2 on Pat. Check it 1-2 on Pat. Sorry. Check it. That's Josh Fuentes. Pat will be batting next. Fouls that one back. Jackson throwing 96. Well, the Braves had a 7-run lead at one point, and all that remains is a 1-run lead. Freeman gets that hit down the. Freeman is able to catch the hit down the first base line, runs and steps on the base. And with play calls like that, I will never make the top 200 list of reaction guys. We're not getting a lot of traffic in here. Maybe I'm losing my edge a little bit. Jackson with a curveball low and away. Been doing a lot of grilling lately. Got a big old bag of charcoal from Piggly Wiggly, man. They're really cranking it up back there. Cooked some pork kebabs last night and then Darn things caught fire while I wasn't looking, and I burned everything. Ruined it. Couldn't believe it. 2-1 is the count now. To Pat Valeka. You have a number of American-born players in baseball. It's gotten a lot lower. Dirt and Claw are here. I think they were running around. They may have run outside the front door, chasing each other around. It's a cool night. Got the doors and windows open, enjoying that Gulf breeze. High fastball. Full count now. Big swing and a miss on the slider outside. That is a K for Luke. What country singer does he look like? Who's that country singer did a bunch of duets or something with Amy Grant? That's who he looks like. I can't remember that guy's name. There is a chopper to the shortstop. Fires over to first in time. And just like that, that is the end of the sixth. The seventh coming up. All right. Well, tomorrow night, 8:40 Eastern start, Atlanta at the Rockies. And A-Bomb may be doing that one. Could be a game time decision. He's got a lot going on. All right, we are back at Colorado. The Braves up to bat. With a one-run lead, Acuna steps in. He's 2 for 2 on the day, and that one is fouled away. He's got some swag in his swing tonight. Swagger alert. He was hit by a pitch tonight, but just grazed him. Not hurt. He's fine. And we understand that Brian McCann's injury is not that bad. We're going to reevaluate him in about 3-4 days. So he has to take a minimum of 10 days off. He's on the injured list. 1-2 is the count now. to Acuna. And of course, Acuna had a big home run tonight. He hits that one very high. Can the first baseman get to it? He cannot. He runs out of room as he smashes into the tarp. Ball and 2 strikes to Acuna. Really unfortunate the trouble Julio got into last inning. Gave up 6 in the bottom of the 6th. Check swing. Did not go around. 1 and 2 to Acuna. We got A-Bomb down in the chat box. Keeping everything in order. Shout out to David who came by just to say go Braves. Thanks for visiting, David. We'll hope you'll like and subscribe. There's a high heater. Full count now to Acuna. And he is facing off again. Raw goat milk guy. Guy that doesn't vaccine his babies. He's a 10-foot tall, barrel-chested beast man who showers in vodka and feeds his baby shrimp scampies. Full count. 3-2 pitch coming. Inside, ball 4. Acuna, take your base. Good eye. You know, it's one of those pitches where you're waiting for the ump to go ahead and call a strike, even though Acuna knows, everyone knows, the laser cam knows it's not a strike. But at least the ump made the right call that time. But there's so much of a judgment call. And, you know, when it's a matter of not even inches, but millimeters, maybe we should let technology take over the balls and strikes. All right, Markakis coming to bat. Nobody out. 1 on. Top of the 7th. Goat Milk Guy throws over to first. Not in time. Goat Milk Guy's Raw Goat Milk Guy's real name is DJ Johnson. He's coming in at 5 ERA early in the season. 5.06. How do you get a pitcher's ERA? We're going to have the Skip Gary post-game show. We'll take your questions immediately preceding this broadcast. I don't think I want to even explain how to get a pitcher's ERA. Tell you what, if you give up 1 run every 3 innings, you'd have what, a 3.33 ERA or a 3.0 ERA? You take the total number of runs and divide that by 9. That gives you I don't know. I can ballpark it. I mean, if you give up 2 runs in 6 innings, that's a good 3 ERA. 3 in 9 innings, also a 3 ERA. One and 1 is the count here to Markakis. And Markakis is going to hit that to opposite field. It falls in for a single. And there's a throw to third. We are safe at third. Acuna, aggressive on the base pad again. He did that earlier in the game and it paid off. Markakis able to go to second on the throw. Nobody out. Top of the 7th. 2 on here for the Bravos. And Lieutenant Dan. Dansby Swanson. Hungry Man Dinner Dan. Joe Swanson from Family Guy. Dan. Wait. Swanson. Now Dansby's beard's a little different. It is like a 3-day beard. Like I haven't shaved in a few days beard, you know. All right, if you're just tuning in, the Braves are up by 1. It's 7-6 in Colorado, top of the 7th. We got 2 runners on, nobody out, and Dansby Swanson, Lieutenant Dan, at the plate. He's 1 for 3 tonight. He had a 2-run triple earlier. I don't know how he got all the way to third on that triple. And I think we're going to have a call to the bullpen. It's the Verizon Wireless. Andrew Jones shows some speed. All right, well, while they're getting their pitcher ready, why don't we go down to the chat box? A-Bomb is asking, where's Durr and Claw? Yeah, they're not coming around me. Usually they're all over me when I'm doing the game. They're hanging out front. All right. And A-Bomb is saying thanks to David for stopping by. You know, it's early in the season. We are part of Atlanta's first live reaction play-by-play show, and these things are popping up all over the country, market by market. So we're stoked to get on the ground floor. And by the end of the season, I think it's going to go large. It's going to get huge. It's going to be big. All right, top of the 7th coming up. Yeah, again, and this is the last time I'm using this avatar scoreboard because it is not synced up, and I tried my darndest to get it. I love it, but it's got to be synced up or it doesn't work right. So we'll go with a more traditional scoreboard. Maybe we can find something ridiculous. And make sure you like and subscribe. We bring play-by-play reaction for the Braves all season long. We're heading back to Colorado. And I have not been to Colorado ever. I would like to go one time. I've never walked into a brick and mortar store and bought weed. That'd be fun. All right, the double switch there. Got a new center fielder and a new pitcher. Scott Oberg is coming in. He's got a 3.3 ERA on the young season. It's been in 2 games. And his whip is 2.25. Love the whip. Now, that was a category we used to use in fantasy baseball, but I think after some time we thought, you know what, that's dumb. All right, we're back, and that is going to be a slider outside, low and away, 1-0 to Lieutenant Dan. Swanson getting some extra coaching with Chipper Jones, and he's had a hot stick lately. Let's see if that hot stick will come through for us right now. Good eye, another slider low and away, 2-0. Again, we've got 2 on. There's nobody out in the top of the 7th. Braves clinging to a 1-run lead. All right, Swanson digs in. Oberg kicks and fires. That is going to be fouled off. 2-1. He was sitting on fastball, got the fastball, but couldn't turn on it. Swanson has 3 home runs and 11 RBIs so far this year. Great. That's very good. See if we can get some action right here. High fastball, swing and a miss, 2-2. He was trying to rip that one. He wanted to get all of that. Came up empty. And Scott Oberg, their pitcher. He's going to take the sign. And here's the 2-2 pitch, and that is going to be fouled off. Still 2-2. Dansby with a good at bat. He's 1 for 3 tonight. Oberg getting ready to bring the 2-2 pitch. Catcher sets up outside. That was low and in the dirt. Runners do not advance. Oh, man. Sounds like we have an incoming call from A-Bomb. I should have like a little sound effect thing that plays when you call in besides that, you know. Something with a lot of fanfare. All right. Well, here we are in the top of the 7th. Full count now to Dansby Swanson with runners on second and third, and we're going to turn the play-by-play over to A-Bomb.
And thank you. Do I sound like I'm on a speakerphone? I think I switched it over.
Audio sounds good.
Good deal. So there's a 2-2 pitch, and the ball gets away from the catcher, but nobody advances on that.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're going to take advantage of that and come running to the plate.
Yeah, I'd appreciate if you could take over for just a second while I get my audio all adjusted.
Hey, Bob. All right, well, I think I'm actually a little bit ahead of you in the game. We've got a full count here. Swanson's all over these pitches. He's hitting them hard. He's got some good timing on them, keeping his head down. Full count. Oldberg.
Yes, full count to Dansby, and I'm back. And so here we go. It's a 3-2 count to Dansby with runners on first and second, and here comes the pitch. Swung on, fouled away. It's still 3-2. How about that?
Good, good. He's got a good at bat.
And I was asking earlier, do you remember back in the early 80s going to the Chinese restaurant and getting the poo-poo platter?
I always ordered mine with extra poo, yeah.
That was great. It had like a couple of ribs, and it had this little grill.
Egg roll, I'm sure.
And here comes the 3-2 to Dansby. And this one is white rolled into center field. Ball is caught. Runner tags and scores.
Nice.
That is Acuna in there. And the Braves now have a 2-run lead after that sac fly. Dansby with the RBI.
A little breathing room for the Braves.
But yeah, I want to go back to that. I mean, that was a big treat when I was, like a 12-year-old kid going to the Chinese restaurant and getting that poo-poo platter with the little grill in the middle and had the sterno in there. And you put the chicken wing on top of it, or the rib. Is that ringing a bell with you?
I mean, I've been to restaurants similar to that kind of presentation. Yeah.
That was like how it was done back in like 1982.
Well, the Braves up 8-6 here in the top of the 7th.
And that's strike one to NCRT. It's 1-1. Runner on second with one out, top of the 7th. And thanks to the Crusher for letting me jump in and do a little bit of play-by-play. Here comes that 1-1 pitch. It's swung on and missed by Ender. It's 1-2.
A-Bomb being a renowned, up-and-coming, rising talent in the reaction field. People magazine has got a hold of him, caught his eye. You've caught their eye. They're raving about you.
Thank you. And also, Internet Talkers magazine has me in their list of the top 250 internet play-by-play guys, reaction guys in 2019 that you have to check out.
Look out, Joey the Truth Wagner. You're hot on his tail.
Yeah, and he's actually on the same list. He's in there somewhere, too. He's actually a little bit higher up than me.
Yeah, he seems like he's plateaued. He's peaked. He's about in the 150s, I imagine, and never going to get any further.
Well, the thing about him is he keeps getting put on Pittsburgh television. You know, like on their sports segments, he keeps showing up on Pittsburgh TV.
Does he know they're making fun of him?
And here's the 2-2 pitch, and Ender grounds it to the pitcher, and the pitcher throws him out. Runner advances to third. So no, he does not. I'm sorry. He is still on second base. Good job by the infielder to keep the runner at second on second base. After that, I'm not sure how he did not advance on that. And that brings up Alex Jensen, the brand new catcher who was just in Gwinnett a few days ago. And now he's in Colorado.
Yeah, it was tough. Two catchers get hurt in the same game. Brian McCann pulls a hamstring, and then Tyler Flowers gets hit in the hand with a ball. Good news on McCann is I don't know if I've read an official report, but I hear that it's not as bad as they thought or feared. So we could possibly see him back after a stint on the DL.
All right, that's good news. And then Jackson just flied out and fouled out, and that's how that inning ends.
Well, we brought him up mainly for his glove. He is not an offensive-minded catcher.
All right, so we're in the bottom of the seventh. I appreciate that once again. Thanks for having me on your channel. I'm going to go ahead and get out just so I don't mess up your audio or anything else. Appreciate that, brother.
All right. Can't mess up anything worse than I already have. Thanks for joining us, A-Bomb. And A-Bomb's probably going to get us a final when it comes in on that Virginia-Texas Tech game. He is not only one of the top 200 up-and-coming broadcasters that you got to check out, he is also a very fine moderator, and he is working the chat box, so get in there, make some noise, bang some heads, whether you're a Colorado fan or a Braves fan. And if you go over to treasurehunt.ga and click on sports fans, we have a Colorado's Rocky fan band. It's a wristband with the Colorado Rockies emblem emblazoned on it. So that's some good sports swag. A lot of other great sports-related items at treasurehunt.ga. When you click on sports fans, right back in Colorado, bottom of the seventh is underway, and that is a pitch called a ball that the laser cam says was a strike. You know, I'm not going to keep bringing that up every single game, but that was technically a strike. All right, there's a fastball inside called for a strike. 1-1 is the count. Jackson's still pitching for the Braves. Second inning of work for Jackson. There's a chopper foul, so it's 1-2 now. Vince Gill, thank you, A-Bomb. You're right, that was Vince Gill. That's what that guy looked like. Yeah, good night to have the deck doors open. You know, Buddy, good to hear Buddy is resting. Did you get a chance to call the vet today and talk about his situation. And the 2-2 pitch. It's going to be a chopper past the pitcher, and it squeezes by the shortstop. That's a single for Colorado. Found just the right place for that one. All right, Colorado has one on, nobody out. Schnicker going to come out here. We're going to have a pitching change. Looks like Johnny Venters will be coming up to pitch. So it's the Verizon Wireless called the bullpen. I always hated when they said that stupid shit. But, all right. Well, we'll be back in just a sec.
Pete Rose and the Philadelphia Phillies take on the Atlanta Braves Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock Eastern Time. Catch all the hits on your super sports station, WTBS.
And we're back. All right. Venters in relief. Quickly ahead 0-1. You're in the bottom of the 7th. The bullpen got a lot of work to do tonight to hold down this 2-run lead. Oh, and there is a pickoff attempt. Oh, and they calls him safe, but I don't know. He had to really go out of his way to avoid that tag. Well, that's going to be a question of, I mean, the glove was there in time. Is the ump saying that he missed the swipe? There's not going to be a challenge by the Braves. That ball is fouled away. 0-2. But we almost pick a man off. Charlie Blackmon at bat. Colorado 0-2 pitch is coming from Venters. Fouled away. In the 7th inning stretch, brought to you by what hotel is that? We'll leave the light on for you. All right, 0-2 pitch. See if Venters can go. He throws in the dirt. Almost gets away from Jackson, who's able to keep the runner at first. All right. Bottom of the 7th here. Braves hold on a 2-run lead. 1 and 2, and they're going to throw to first again. This time, the runner stays really close after almost being picked off. I thought we had him. He must have just missed the swipe. He looked like he was gunned down. All right, 1 and 2 pitch is just come in now. That ball is going to ground it to the second baseman, throws to the shortstop, and to the first to turn the double play. Nice. And just what the bullpen needed. Well, Tapia coming in now. He's 0 for 3. That ball is in the dirt. 1 and 0. Let us know where you are at tonight. Where are you watching and listening from? What are you up to? What kind of adult beverage are you drinking tonight? Or maybe you're doing it the Colorado way. Get a little of that Rocky Mountain High. And there's a fastball way outside. It is 2 and 0 to Tapia. That ball is hit through the infield for a single to center. All right, 2 outs. They got somebody on now. Come on, guys. Schnitger's going to come out there, have a little powwow. So why don't we see what's going on in the chat box. All right, Shamus Kotrofeld. That's a great name, Shamus. Go Braves, he says. Hell yeah, and thanks for stopping by. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Between me and A-Bomb, I've calculated a rough estimate of about 100 games. You know, this is could be wrong. I'm not guaranteeing anything. I've just been taking our average of what we're doing here. So that's a lot of supplemental coverage for the Braves. That's a lot of, hey, you're somewhere where you can't get the game, but we bring it to you action. Like the guy that was listening last night in South Georgia out on a foggy highway in the swamplands. Not going to get the Braves game there, but if you got at least a bar, we're bringing the play-by-play reaction and a break right now. Shamus is listening in New York. Over there, over here, over there. I went to New York once. I was probably like 6 years old, so we're talking, you know, very late 70s. Might have been around 1980. I don't remember much about it except, oh, the pizza was great. I loved the pizza. I wish I remember where I got it from. New Yorkers know their pizza, I'll tell you that. It might be, and New York's not the same dirty, scary place it was back in the 80s. The Times Square had all those like peep shows going on down there. 25-cent peep shows. Just a little peek. Well, Shamus, you know, A-Bomb and myself, we're going to be bringing you guys a lot of play-by-play reaction. So you are welcome to subscribe. And that is basically, for the rest of the baseball season, about all I'm doing for the Braves. All right, we've got 2 outs now in the bottom of the 7th. There is a swing and a miss. 0-1. And the Braves have a new pitcher, Chad Sabatka. Chad's got knocked up. He's got knocked around a little bit in this early season. But they believe in him. They're bringing him in here in a tight game, an important situation. We're really going through our bullpen tonight. By the time this is over, everyone might get a chance. Colorado has a runner on first. Throws over to first. Not in time. There is a deep high fly ball to the track, up against the wall, and we catch that, Markakis. All right, got out of that one. Whew. Close call. We're going to the 8th, only 2 more innings left, and Atlanta has an 8-6 lead. And our pitcher, Chad Sabatka, will be batting next. I don't know if we're probably going to leave him in, I'm guessing. So he's probably going to get his first at bat of the year. I don't know, maybe he's had in a bat. He is batting 0-0-0 on the season. All right, well, we'll have the 8th inning next. All right, back in Colorado, where the Rockies have quickly put away our pitcher, Chad Sabatka. So there's 1 out now here in the top of the 8th with Ozzie Albies coming up. They had a left-handed starting pitcher, so Ozzie was put in the leadoff position. He's going to take that for a strike. It's probably a little off the plate, but they got the call anyway. That one is outside. 1-1 to Ozzie. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball for a strike, just over the edge of the plate. Oberg throwing at 94 on the radar gun. Counts 1-2 now to Ozzie. And he went and chased that low and inside pitch, but was able to foul that off. The count is 1-2 to Ozzie. The 1-2 pitch. High and away. 2-2 to Albies. Two is chopped foul. No, it's going to stay in play, and they're going to throw him out at first. It looked like that was going to be a foul, but catcher was able to wrangle that. Count is now 0-1 to Donaldson. 2 walks, 2 runs, and a single today. He was due. Tried to pull the outside pitch. 0-2 to Donaldson, the mullet man. And I think he's got his mullet tucked back in. Unless he got a haircut. I think he's tucked in his mullet. The 0-2 is outside to Donaldson. All right, 1-2. 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. The Braves winning 8-6 at present. In the dirt, 2-2. Two-two pitch to Davidson. Donaldson, I mean. High, deep to the wall and caught. Well, he had his mullet trimmed, but there's still some mullet action there. Did I call him Davidson? That's Donaldson. All right, we're heading to the bottom of the 8th. Hang on. Hey, 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 hey. All right, run away. The bottom of the 8th. Pitcher is Sabaka still. That is over for a strike. 0-1. Stormy at the plate. Story. Story is 1 for 2 today, and now he's 0-2 at this at bat. Nobody out here, bottom of the 8th. Braves up by 2 in Colorado. And all the players are going down to the marijuana dispensary after the game. That ball is in the dirt. We're going to have to throw him out at first. So it's a strikeout, but also a throw out. Here's his first K of the day for Sabaka. All right, just joining us. The Braves at one point had a 7-run lead. Now it's 8-6 in the bottom of the 8, and there is a strike from Sabaka. And we'll have a score update in just a moment from A-Bomb on that NCAA championship game with Texas Tech and Virginia for you. Okay, that pitch is fouled back. It is 0-2 now to Iannetta. 1 out in the bottom of the 8th for Colorado. They trail by 2. A-Bomb says there's 42 seconds left in the NCAA men's championship game. And it's a tight one, just a 1-point game. Started off as a very low-scoring defensive game. When that final comes in, we'll know, because those are 2 defensive teams. But meanwhile, in Colorado, Sabaka is in here trying to hold it down for the Braves. Pick up a hold, actually, is a real category, a statistical category. If he'll get the hold. And there is a strike 3 looking high fastball, 96. And he picks up a second K. Let's see if he can strike out the side. Remember, tonight's broadcast sponsored by treasurehunt.ga. Go click on Sports Fans, and we have some brand new swag for you, including Colorado Rocky fan bands. All right. Now this is golfed to the shortstop. Swanson easily throws him out at first to end the 8th inning. All right, the Braves will be coming up to bat with Freeman and Acuna and Markakis next. See if they can get us a little insurance. All right, we'll have the 9th inning after this vintage Braves commercial from the 80s.
Hi fans, I'm Gary Kinsey. And say, Gene Garber, how do you spell relief?
I spell it B-A-N-N-E-R. And I say that because Fresca WSB Braves Banner Night is coming up between games of the July 19th Braves-Phillies doubleheader. And that sounds like a lot of fun.
It's brought to you by Sugar Free Fresca and by WSB Radio, and winners will receive cash prizes with $1,000 going to the best overall banner.
So join the fun on Banner Night. Braves baseball, a family affair. Hey, let's see what you have there.
Hi, fans. All right, thanks so much for joining us. Tonight's Braves-Colorado matchup. Let us know where you're listening at. You can comment in the chat box. All right, to the 9th inning we go. The Braves trying to save a win for Julio, who had a pretty darn good game until the bottom of the 5th when he gave up 6 runs. All right, that pitch is outside, but called a strike anyway. Thank you, ump, for that. 0-1 to Freeman. He's had a run today and currently sitting at a .400 batting average on the young season. He lays off that slider low. 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. You know, it's tough going up against the NCAA championship game for ratings tonight. But I want to thank all the diehard Braves fans for joining us. And 1-2 pitch to Freeman, strike 3, swinging. That was an outside fastball. Could not catch up. All right. Braves trying to add to that 2-run lead. Acuna, who was 2 for 2 on the day. He got hit by a pitch, was not hurt, just grazed him. And he had a home run as well. A very long one at 434 feet. That's pretty long. I mean, we've seen longer, but if you're like playing a video game and you hit it 434 feet, that's a drive. The 0-1 pitch to Acuna. That is fouled away, and looks like Colorado has a new pitcher in the game. Wade Davis replaces raw goat milk guy. And Acuna is called up on strikes. And A-Bomb is letting us know that it is overtime at the national championship game. Well, that is not going to help our cause any. All right, 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Braves. Nick Markakis coming up. He is 3 for 4 in the night with 3 singles. Good eye. He watches that one. Slider just low. And feel free to comment, ask any questions you want, or let us know what's happening by going to the chat box there. And we'll hit the chat box. We'll hit the chat box up in just a moment after the top of the 9th is completed. 2-0 pitch to Markakis. Outside, 3-0. Do you give him the green light here? Probably not. Maybe not. There's a fastball just in there for a strike. 3-1. Another hitter's count coming up. Scott Olberg is their pitcher. He has a 2.45 ERA. 3-1 pitch. Outside. Ball 4. Markakis takes first with 2 out. Are y'all thinking what I'm thinking? Lightning. Let's get some lightning. A shout out to Biso the Man. Go Bravos. Welcome aboard, Biso the Man. Great name. Great handle, by the way. They call me the Bone Crusher. But you know, this YouTube account is actually tied to your Gmail or your Google account. So if I have to change my name to Bone Crusher on Google account, and then I'm afraid that's like have all my business email saying Bone Crusher. All right, that pitch is low and outside. The count is now 1-0 to Dansby Swanson. He had a triple tonight. One and 0 to Dansby. Top of the ninth here. 2 out, 1 on. Braves up by 2. Dansby hits it hard but foul. Just out of the ball boy's reach. So far, we're working on 6 likes today already on this broadcast. Thanks for the 6 likes. I like that. Though one of those likes might be my own. 1-1 is fouled back. 1-2 to Joe Swanson from Family Guy. To Swanson Hungry Man Dinners. All right, Swanson slowly climbing back into the batter's box. He's got that guard protector on his helmet. Did I say helmet? Catcher sets up inside, and that is going to be a slider that comes back. Started off as a ball, but finished as a strike. Catches Dansby looking, and that's going to end the top of the ninth. So it all comes down to this. We're going to have the bottom of the ninth inning in just a moment. Let's see what we're in store for here. We're going to have I don't know if we're going to have a pitching change. We're going to leave AJ in. I guess we're probably going to leave Minters in for the bottom of the ninth. A lot of fans want us to go out and hire Kimbrel. Apparently he is a free agent still, asking for a lot of money. I don't know what that figure is, but no one's coughed it up yet. Maybe the Braves can work out a little deal with Craig Kimbrel and get him in the bullpen. But I kind of, which I think would be great. I mean, I don't mind if we go out and pick up some help, but I think that we can get all the quality pitching we want by simply continuing to grow them on the farm. Let's do that. You know, we've got a bank that runs things. You know, a lot of bean counters. We've got a lot of bean counters. There's no way you're going to have a big, fat salary. And this is a great time for us because we've got a lot of young talent. I mean, Acuna just signed that big contract, but a lot of our young up-and-coming talents don't have those contracts. Usually you have to pay your dues to get those contracts. You have to be in the league for just a little bit. I think you can get away with paying them a very small salary the first few years in comparison. All right, heading back to Colorado now. Biso the Man says they should have never let him go. You're right, Biso the Man. And how many players have we seen over the years that the Braves let go that are still out there having a good major league career or did have a major league career that if they have a bad, it seems like if we have a player that has a bad year, we let him go. Or we'll trade away a good player to get to fill a hole late in the season, and then it's just some guy we're picking up for a year, just some free agent with a 1-year contract. So after that year, we don't have him anymore. We've lost our prospect. So that happened a lot. All right, we're at the bottom of the ninth now. We are underway in Colorado, 8-6. The Braves are up, and that is a strike from Minters, who's staying in the game. AJ Minter. He's got a 10 ERA. It's too early, really, I say, in the season to be alarmed by a 10.8 ERA. I always look at ERA as what's the 30-day rolling average, or maybe who's hot right now. But anybody having a tough time this early in the season, I'm not too concerned. Right, there is a shot. Inside pitch is hit deep to left field, but Acuna is able to get that before the warning track for out number 1. So the Braves are 2 outs away from winning this opening game in Colorado. All the players will go down to the local dispensary and get some blunts after this. And they can get home and watch Chitty Chitty Bang Bang on TBS. Remember when Skip Carey would announce what's coming up on TBS? Chitty Chitty Bang Bang will be on after the game. There is a fastball high inside. It looks like it caught the edge of the plate, but the ump is going to say it's a ball. Oh, we need the laser cam. I know a lot of people don't want to see us lose that human element of the umpire, but we got to get the balls and strikes right. That is a swing and a foul ball. Our third is called off, and a diving catch by Swanson. He calls off Donaldson, and he dives and catches that for out number 2. One more out, and the Braves will be victorious. So yeah, he calls off the third baseman, who probably would have had it. I don't know. You don't usually see the shortstop call off the third baseman maybe 15 feet from the third base. And Donaldson just kind of lifted his hands like, well, I mean, I don't know if I agree with Donaldson calling him off. Maybe I'm sorry, with Swanson calling him off. All right, it's who is at the plate here? There's a high strike, 0-1. Ian Desmond at the plate. 0-1 pitch is hit. That is down the left field line and fair. Extra bases. He's going to stop at second. And we are retiring the Avatar after tonight's game. Charlie Blackmon coming in, and he's got that unruly, is that the raw goat milk guy? Drinks a half gallon of raw goat milk before every game. All right. Minters kicks and fires. That is down the heart of the plate. That is going to be hit deep to center field, but Inciarte is there for the out, and that is a win for the Braves. 8-6 is our final in Colorado. Most excellent. And taking a look here, this treasurehunt.ga, and click on sports fans. You can see some of the different swag we got there for you. Where's that brand new? I'll scroll down, see if that stuff we just added is showing up in the feed yet. Tomorrow's game is also going to be a late game. That is going to be a 8:40 Eastern start time, and I believe A-Bomb will be covering that. A-Bomb is our moderator tonight, so if you go over to A-Bomb's name in the chat box and hover your mouse, you'll see the 3 dots to the right of his name. If you click on that, you can go view his channel and subscribe. Because between the two of us, A-Bomb and myself, are the only and the first live play-by-play reaction guys for the Braves. So we're really stoked to be bringing this to you this season. But you have to subscribe to both channels to get all that coverage. Make sure you subscribe to mine on your way out. Let's take a final look at the scoreboard here, which I've already put away apparently. The Braves, 8 runs, 9 hits. The Rockies, 6 runs, 7 hits. Julio Teheran does pick up the win despite giving up 6 runs in the bottom of the 5th. They left him in there. He got out of that and hung on for the win. Well, thanks again for stopping by. Like and subscribe, and you guys have a pleasant evening. We will talk to you on the flip side. Peace out.